Alright, I'm making this video because I couldn't find one on YouTube on how to replace this ambient light sensor that sits right there on your dash on a 2006 Silverado. You do not have to pull your stereo. I just did because I thought it would be easy to get to it from here, but as you can see, there's no way you can fit your hand or arm through there, and it sits back in there in that area. So what I did was you pull this side cover and you remove this bolt, that bolt, which that one will break. Remove this one right here, remove that one, that one there, that one there. You pull this side cover off, you remove that one there, and then you have to remove this vent and this vent right here. I don't know if you have to remove your bar. I removed it, but I don't think you had to. But if in case you have to remove it, there's this little white tab there. All you got to do is press in and pull out on the bar, and it'll pop out. Keep pressure on it, do the other side and pull it out as well, and it should just come out all the way. Once you remove your vent, all you have to do is get a screwdriver in here on the side. Be very careful because you will scratch the paint, as you can see, so be very careful. Once you remove that vent, you remove that other vent right there. There's a screw that goes in there, there's a screw that goes in there, and that's it. I really strongly recommend that you remove these. These you can just pull them from right here. There's one single clip right here. You pull it and you pull it off. Be careful. Mine's the Bose system, so it will have a tweeter right there on this side and on that other side. So just pull this one off here, and there's two little tabs that go into here, into your top dash, part of this dash. You pop this off, lift it, and then all you got to do is, don't get impatient, just pull here, here, midway, and on the end on the top side. And there's clips that, there's a clip here, middle, one over there, one over there, and one over there. And once all that comes off, you don't have to remove it, but I was having trouble removing my sensor. My sensor came off in two pieces. The actual sensor came off like this, and this stayed behind on the harness connector. So I removed the whole entire piece very carefully because it is very thin, and if you don't properly support it equally throughout, it could crack on you. So be very careful with that. Once you know, like I said, if you can get yours to come off, now the way that it'll come off, it'll be in there like that, and there'll be a clip here. All you got to do is push in here and pull on the harness. But I wasn't able to do it. I had to take the whole entire top piece off, and then use a screwdriver and wedged it in here, and I was able to then remove it from the harness connector. And then all I did was just installed my new one onto the harness, and I just left it in there, which I guess what I could have done instead, I could have put it on top, on the dash itself first, and then I could have just connected the harness at the end once I slid this cover on, you know, this top part of the dash back on there. So, but anyways, once you get it all up there, just push it through the little hole, twist, and it locks. And once you do all that, you can just put everything back together, you know, just put all your bolts back on. And again, you don't have to remove your radio. You do not have to remove it. I removed it again because I thought that I would be able to get to it. Now if you have like an 02 and earlier, I believe this pipe here for the AC is not there, so you're able, if you have smaller hands, you're able to get your hand in there and twist it and pull it out. So, but you do have to by the way, you do have to pull this cover here, the one that sits on top of all this. Of course, remember, set your parking brake, put the key in the on position, put your transmission all the way to 1, lower the steering wheel all the way to the bottom, pull it from the edges very gently, don't want to break it. But yeah, and that's it, that's all there's to it. I'm fixing to put this sucker all back together and test it out. So it's not that hard. I think it's a pretty simple project. Looks complicated, but it's really not. I will tell you this, what I realized whenever I pulled this top piece, I guess, you know, those clips, this top part has never been off of there. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe there's 5 clips that just clip into there. 3 out of 5, which are the one on that side, middle, and then the other middle one. 3 of them did break on one side. The other side was barely hanging on. Be prepared for that. But I mean, look, it's on there. So I mean, who's gonna tell? You know, the main thing is that you're able to get all this. Just take your time with it. Don't get too in a hurry trying to do it. Just like I said, take your time, be patient. It's better if you do it slowly than breaking stuff.